Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to another episode of, I suppose you would call this our Let's Plan series that we've been doing once a month. Now, I'm putting out this one a little bit earlier than I put out the other two, seeing as how if you're planning something, that kind of means that you're, laying it out before the fact, whereas the other two times that I've done it, I think I've done it like at the start of the month where we already kind of had the plans in action. So this is a video, if you're not familiar, if you didn't watch the last one, where I talk to you guys directly and I invite you to have input on the content that gets created on this channel. Because, yes, I do, I do enjoy the games that I play, and I want to play games that I enjoy, but it's also important to me to create content and make content that you guys actually want to see. So this is kind of where I pull back the curtain and let you guys, like I said, have a little bit of say in it. Now, I do already have some things on the docket that are planned, series that are already going. I'm not going to be like cutting them off, at the stroke of midnight on the 31st. So, as you can see here, I did go ahead and project out 4 of the series all the way through the first week of November. Beyond Earth, we're pretty early on in the series still, so I feel like it will still be going then, but I could be wrong. I guess it really just depends on whether or not Brazil wants to, keep taunting me enough to where I do something rash and like attack them. Dwarf Fortress, I'm not sure how much longer that fortress will go, but it seems like you guys really do enjoy the Dwarf Fortress content. And you guys have given me a lot of great ideas about what you would like to see in future series. So I figure that will be something that, if I didn't put on the docket, you guys would probably riot. And then we have our Jane Addiction Crusader Kings 2 series that's currently running. And I do believe it will be going at this time as well. So I have projected it for at least for the first week. And then, as you guys know, I am pretty hyped for Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, which comes out on the 30th. And I'm going to be doing a daily Let's Play of that. So, like one run, basically win or fail. And what I'm planning on doing is I'm starting a new save file for Afterbirth, if you're familiar, and we're going to try to work to Platinum God in this series. So it's probably going to be a very, very long series. Now, as you can see, I only have 4 series currently, or 4 series. I guess series is the plural series. I don't know. Anyways. Currently planned, as I've mentioned, frog in my throat. As I mentioned before, 4 to me is kind of the sweet spot for me personally, but I do have the time to where I could go up to more. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to get a drink. So there is the chance that I could be persuaded to add in maybe a 5th series or even go up to 6, although that would be pretty hectic, making sure that I had 6 videos out every day for you guys, because I don't really take a whole lot of days off. I think last month maybe I took 2 days off where I didn't make content, which in turn, that didn't mean that I didn't have content going out on every day. I think I did have content that went out every single day last month. I mean, I can even check right here. Yeah, every single day in October I've had a video come out for you guys. So I always make sure that when I take days off, I'm at least going to have some videos for you guys. But I don't want to just, kill myself recording either. I mean, it is fun, but I'm human just like you guys, and some days I don't necessarily feel like recording. Some days it is a little bit of a struggle, because I don't feel like I should I don't feel like when I record I should be having a negative attitude. I feel like you guys come to me for entertainment, and I should be entertaining, and I should be upbeat and positive, and I think that's what you guys want to see, and it's what I want to present to you. So I'm very careful about the what kind of an attitude or mood I come into each recording with. I try to always stay as positive as I can. I think I had one day last month where I was kind of down, and it was because I was sick. And immediately somebody picked up on it and asked if I was okay, which I was very touching. I do appreciate it very, very much. But that just goes to show you, and shows me definitely that you guys do notice a difference in the quality whenever I'm not necessarily so upbeat and positive. So anyways, moving on to that. So I went ahead and wrote down a few possible games for November. We could do another series of Nobunaga's Ambition. I did have a request put in to play another clan in the first scenario, and I thought it would be pretty fun to do. However, I realized that Nobunaga's Ambition is a bit more of like a niche type game, and maybe not a lot of you are interested in it. I do intend, if I don't start a new series immediately after the one that we're currently working on, I do intend on coming back to it at some point in the future because I enjoy the game. But I'm also willing to entertain the possibility of putting it on the shelf just for a little while and picking up another game that you guys might want to see a little bit more. As most of you know, Fallout 4 hits on November 10th. Now, Fallout 4 is a bit of a conundrum for me. I don't really know what to do with it. If you guys are interested in seeing me play through Fallout 4, I will absolutely make content for it. I plan on buying it anyways, more than likely, but I can see it the other way too. You guys might not want to see it. You guys might want to experience it for yourself, and I totally respect that. And you know, basically the bottom line here is you guys just let me know if you would be interested in seeing Fallout 4, me play through it, then I'll go ahead and do it. But if you don't feel like it would be something that you would be willing to invest your time watching, then I'm not going to invest my time creating the content for it. So I guess just let me know. And also another new game that comes out in November is Anno 2205. It comes out on November 3rd, and I think that could be an interesting game to create a series around. So just let me know if you're familiar with that series of games, and it sounds like something you would be interested in. Just leave a comment below this video. Now, that doesn't mean that those are the only games that I would consider making content for, to be quite frank. I am always open to game suggestions that are left. You know, if there's a game that you think that would be right up my alley and you really think I should put out some content for it, then by all means I will. In fact, let me just go ahead and add one too here that I've been considering, and maybe you guys can give me some feedback. Would you be interested in seeing Undertale? A lot of people have said very, very positive things about Undertale. I am a fan of the RPG genre, especially like indie RPGs with a good sense of humor and that have strange mechanics, and by all accounts, that's what Undertale is. I would play it blind. I haven't read anything about it. Basically just enough to know the very, very basics. Nothing's been spoiled for me. And yeah, I would be willing to do that if you guys would be interested in seeing it. So random thoughts. Let's move on to random thoughts. I had a few things that I wanted to share with you guys. So we passed 100 subs, which is kind of mind-blowing for me. When I first started making YouTube content, you know, it was kind of surreal, even just having one person subscribe to me. And now we have days, I've had days where I might have as many as 5 or 7 people in one day subscribe. And that's just amazing to me that you guys enjoy my content enough to actually, you know, hang out with me. Because that's kind of the way I look at my content. I'm not sure if like that I've mentioned that or I've said that, or maybe it's come across in how I play. I don't play these games like somebody who is trying to, like give you pro tips or give you like this winning strategy or trying to like, teach you everything about the game. Now there is the exception with Dwarf Fortress. I did make a Let's Play that was more teaching oriented. My concept for this channel was more to for you to almost feel like you're sitting on the couch next to me, or you're sitting in a chair next to me and you're playing with me, alongside me. And, I think so far, I think that's been fairly successful, just going by, you guys, your interaction with me. I've always made sure to talk to you guys and consider all of your words and your suggestions, and most of them, in fact, all of them have been pretty awesome. And when I can, I've worked them into the games that I've played, and I just want to thank you guys so much for, putting time back into the content. It really keeps me motivated, and I look forward to seeing where this channel goes next. I don't want to be content with just 100 subs. I want to keep growing. I want to keep adding people to our community, because I want to grow a community of people that are, fun to hang out with, interact with each other, and have a good time, and do so in a positive, respectful manner. Now, I know you're probably laughing because it's YouTube and there are going to be trolls. Yes, that is true. There will definitely be trolls, but, you just don't feed them, and they might keep trolling, but they'll probably just eventually go away. And the people that, actually want to come and hang out will have a good time. So anyways, back to the point. I'm just still very, very blown away at the amount of people who actually enjoy the content. It just blows me away, because I'm just your average guy who enjoys playing games and talking to people. And so it's very humbling to have this many people be interested in the content that I make. So to that end, I thought something that would be interesting would be to introduce you guys to a new program, and it's called Discord. Now, some of you may have already heard of this program, and basically what it is, and I'm going to go ahead and bring up a screen here for you. Discord is an app. It's a program that's currently in, I guess, beta, technically. And it is a combination, basically, of like Skype and, say, like Ventrilo or TeamSpeak. And the way it works is that you create an account, and then it's completely free. You create an account, and let me see if I can get this up for you guys. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was clicking on the wrong part. So this is Discord right here, and as you can see, I have a server set up, and it's called Nerdstalgic's Lair. And what I was thinking was, the way you can do this is you can type, but you can also have voice channels. You can set up as many voice channels as you want with different permissions in them. And I was going to invite you guys, if you want, you can install this app and look for Nerdstalgic's Lair. And anytime that you want to, anytime that you feel the need, you can stop by my channel or my lair, and some of these channels will be open to you, some of these channels will not be open to you. Like this channel, Jotunheim, is kind of a lobby where everybody has permission to come in and talk. You can also invite other people into the chat channel, which I have no problem with. You bringing your friends in if you want to use it for gaming, etc. And then some of these other channels are for other things, like let me take a look here. Which one is it? This one, the Dark Tower, that's kind of like my cooling off place, I guess you'd say, like where I'm going to be, and nobody can join that channel except for me. And it's just where I go when either I'm not around or I want some privacy. But one of these, let's see. Okay, it's the Cauldron. This channel right here, the Cauldron, you can connect to it. Any of you will be able to connect this. Any of you will also be able to create instant invites for it, which is kind of a neat feature. You just click this button, and you get a little link that you can pass on to somebody, and they click that link and they automatically join the channel, which is neat. But whenever I'm recording, I'm going to be in the Cauldron, and if you want to, it's not something that maybe some of you would be interested in, but if you want to, this might be a way that you could, feel like a little bit more like a part of the recording process. If you pop in and you see me down in the Cauldron, you can pop in and you'll be able to hear me recording as I'm doing it. You won't be able to see anything, unfortunately, but you'll be able to hear it. So I don't know. I would just wanted to kind of call this to your guys' attention. If it's something that you guys would be interested in, I would love to have you guys stop by from time to time if you want and chat with you guys. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So yeah, Discord, check it out. Even if you don't want to come, join my lair, that's completely fine. I have no problem with that, but I still think you should check this thing out because it's really neat. And the last thing that I kind of wanted to talk about was just kind of the future of the channel. Some things that I'm kind of thinking about. I wanted to run it past you guys and see what your thoughts were on it. So, as some of you may know, my current goal for improving the channel is to get a green screen set up with an improved webcam. I have a webcam right now and it's not bad, but I'm the kind of guy that when I do something, I don't do it halfway. I like to do things either all the way or just not at all. So if I'm going to get a green screen set up and a webcam, I think I would like to have a better webcam. So I may be getting a better webcam at some point in time in the future, but I certainly plan on getting some sort of a green screen set up. But I mean, I don't know, is that something you guys are interested in? Do you want to see face cam during my videos? I don't know. You let me know. If Facecam is something that you're interested in, I can add it at some point in time in the future. If a lot of people are interested in seeing it, then I can try to push it forward. Because right now I'm looking at probably getting a green screen set up sometime in the early of 2016. Simply because of the logistics of my studio right now don't really allow a lot of space for a green screen. I could get like a fold out screen, like a wardrobe screen, and put it behind me, and that would work out okay, but right now it just wouldn't be feasible for me to actually set up a green screen in the room that I'm recording in. But we're going to be moving sometime in the next few months, and then after that I could. Other things that I've been thinking about is I've been also considering setting up a Patreon account, which, if you're not familiar with what Patreon is kind of like a crowdfunding thing where people can donate, or I guess pay or whatever, money to you for, to support what you are doing. As some of you do know, this is my full-time job. This is what I do. I don't do anything else at this point except for, clean around the house, cook for my wife, take care of my wife, take care of the house, things like that. So I've been thinking about setting up a Patreon and putting in some different, kind of like reward tiers in the Patreon. If you donate a certain amount, you get to maybe like, you get to pick a game for me to play during that month. Like you don't even, it just automatically happens. Like say you donate, $25 in the month of February. For the month of March, you would get to pick a game for me to play. Any game. It could be Hello Kitty Island. I would do a series of Hello Kitty Island, or just some awful game where I would play through. Just things like that. I've been thinking about doing something in that vein, but I'm not sure if I don't know. I'm not really sure. It might be a little too early to go after something like that, or to start something like that. I don't want you guys to think that like this video is some kind of a money shill or anything like that. It's really just kind of me being transparent with everything that I'm doing, and just opening up to you guys and bringing you closer in to the whole process, the content creation, what's going through my mind, what am I thinking about. I want to let you guys know by doing this, that like I intend on continually improving the content. I'm not happy with where it necessarily is now. I want to keep on improving it. Do I think that the videos that I'm making now are fine? Okay, sure, they're fine for the moment, but I think you always have to be trying to improve yourself or what you're doing. Otherwise, other people are going to be catching up to you and passing you, and it's not a competition. YouTube's not a competition or anything. I mean, I guess you could say it is, but I'm not all about that. I want to make it better so that I can be more proud of the things that I'm putting out, and so that you guys can take more enjoyment from the things that I'm putting out too. So again, thank you guys so much for just supporting me, and all the comments, all the likes, all the subs. It's just been an amazing past. Basically, I only started making videos in July, and I didn't really start really making videos until, I would say, middle of August. So it's really only been about 2 months, and in my opinion, I think it's been really great so far. We've done a lot of great things. So I hope that we continue to grow together and see amazing things happen. It would be amazing, be great. So I've also been considering, this will be the last thing before I let you guys go. I know this video's ran a little bit long for just staring at an Excel spreadsheet, so I do apologize for that. This would be a great time where to have actually face cam would be good. But I've also been considering streaming on Twitch some as well. So that would definitely be something I would want your feedback on. Do you guys watch Twitch? Would you be interested in watching me stream games on Twitch if I were to, say, have a dedicated set of nights, say 2 or 3 to start out with, where I would stream games for, say, 4 or 5 hours? Would that be something you would be interested in? I'm open to it. I do enjoy streaming. I think it's pretty fun, but I've mainly been focusing on the YouTube and streaming very, very sporadically. I did a stream the other day on YouTube, and I'm not really sure how I feel about the YouTube streaming just yet. It's not, I think it has a lot of neat features and probably has a lot of potential, but I don't necessarily like how it just doesn't feel like, it feels like it's really, really hard to actually find content on, which is strange. Whereas, on Twitch, you want to watch a certain game or a certain person, you go to the search thing and you type in the game that you want, or you type in the person you want, and then it's going to bring up, a whole list of that person or whatnot. And when you open up Twitch 2, you go to browse games, and it's going to show you, well, these are the games that most people are watching. But when I go to the YouTube gaming page, there's a lot going on. So I'm not sure. Maybe I need to research more into it and see exactly how transparent it is. How easy is it to actually even find me? I don't even know if it's easy. I like how on Twitch, if I'm streaming Crusader Kings and somebody types in Crusader Kings, it'll pull up me immediately, and it'll show everybody that's, streaming Crusader Kings. It's not going to show a bunch of videos on demand and things like that above the people that are streaming. But with YouTube, I'm not sure, I'm not sure how visible I actually am. So anyways, feedback, guys, feedback. You guys have been amazing at giving me feedback about the games and tips and tricks and things you've seen, and that's awesome. We're building a really special community here. I would especially appreciate feedback on this video. Anything and everything is up for grabs. Thank you guys again, and I look forward to creating content that you guys will enjoy for a long time. I'm not going anywhere. So until next time, game on.